Hi, this is the English man of EB English Music, and welcome to another Studio Talk vlog. In the last episode, I spoke about good and not so good resonators when it comes to music, and that in my opinion, there isn't really such a thing as a bad song. Now, another question that gets posed to me quite often, and some of the artists that come through the studio, especially if they're new and upcoming artists, they always ask me, I need a hit. I need a radio hit. I need something that's going to do well on radio. Now, the question that I want to ask is, and feel free again to leave your comments in the comment section below so that we can actually talk about this and debate this. I don't expect everybody to agree with me, but it would be nice just to start this debate. The question is there such a thing as a hit song formula? That question rather, has been asked so many times, and it gets asked quite often in the modern music landscape as well. I've seen many YouTube videos, articles, blogs talking about asking the question, how to write a hit song. And some people will tell you, yes, there is a formula, because there are some people that consistently come out with hits. In my opinion, it's yes and no, the answer. Because some people will say, yes, there is a formula, and others will say, no, they are going on pure feeling and pure inspiration, and it just happened to become a hit song. My answer is that there is, to a certain extent, a formula when it comes to writing a hit. But that formula is not the same for every music maker. If you're someone like me, I like watching a lot of YouTube videos. I like watching interviews by songwriters, artists, producers, just to get their thought processes and what goes on behind the scenes into making their music. Now, I've heard people like artists like Future saying that in the beginning stages of making music, everything was about the vibe, about the energy, and they just would experiment until he stumbled upon a formula. But that formula works for him. If I try and do the same thing that Future does, his formula, not maybe like his music or what, just his process, it might not work for me. He says now that every time he goes into the studio, if he does certain things, then he knows that the song is going to do well. The same thing happens with some of the other artists and producers. They say if they do A, B, and C, then they know the song is going to be a hit. But one common thing that runs through all these interviews and stories that I've seen, that I've read, is that they say that it all starts with experimentation. It starts with just having a certain vibe in the studio, having a certain kind of energy, and just allowing yourself to flow with that energy. A recent conversation that I had with a very good friend of mine and also a very good producer, he told me the same thing. Yes, there are certain things that you can follow, certain processes, but at the end of the day, music, like I've mentioned in the last vlog, it's vibration, it's energy. You need to allow yourself to be that conduit. You need to allow yourself to be that vessel where you take the energy and you actually just flow with it and vibe with it. And if at the end of it, you end up with a song that does really well, that becomes a hit, that's a good resonator, that's great. But in that time that you're making the song, before you actually release it, you have no idea whether or not that song is going to be a hit. Another recent interview that I saw that involved Bruno Mars and the two collaborators that he works with constantly. They formed a writing and production crew called the Smeezingtons. They say that it's about a numbers game. They said that they have written tons of songs and not all of the songs are hits. He says that you have to come to a realization that you have to admit to yourself that not everything that you come up with is hot. And that is a fact. Another interview with Brian Michael Cox. He's been in South Africa last year for Music Exchange. He also says that he made tons of tracks, and once he started working with Jermaine Dupri, he also noticed what was termed as an orchestrated hit. But at the same time, he also spoke about the songs that does well for him is when he actually has a conversation with an artist about a real life experience, and then they put that in the song, and then it does well because a lot of people can relate to it. I can use tons of examples. The same thing happened with an artist that we all know now, Gocha, who came up with the song Somebody That I Used to Know. Do you think that was his first song that he ever wrote? No. He wrote tons of songs beforehand, and he's still writing tons of songs afterwards, but that particular song became a hit song. And why is that? That song just seemed to resonate with a lot of people. Did he know that it was going to be a hit? Did he follow a certain formula? No. And a lot of the other songs that he's come up with, you don't even know about, and you probably won't even like, but you seem to like that particular song. So once again, what does this leave you with as a music maker, as an artist? You need to find whatever process or formula that works for you, yes, but more importantly, just go with the feeling, go with the vibe. Create from a place of love. That's what I've been told. Create from that energy, whether it's a good or bad energy, depending on that experience that you've been going through. Just create. You never know what's going to become a hit. If it does become a hit, great. If it doesn't, that's not so bad either, because you can look back at the song and just be proud of it and be happy that this is an expression of what's happening in your life or in somebody that you know in their life, but it's something that's true to you. I hope you like this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please feel free to comment in the comment section. I like to start this conversation. Let's get talking and let's do our collective bit to make the Cape Town music industry grow. Please subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Englishman, and I'll catch you on the next Studio Talk vlog.
Ooh, it's the Englishman.